Welcome to the Esrati Report. I'm David Esrati, and you don't want to be me. Today we're going to talk about lines on a map in Ohio. Much has been made of the congressional redistricting process, where we divvy up the state population so that more Republicans and Democrats get elected to the U.S. House of Representatives. Not much has been said about how we draw local precincts. Precinct maps. That's right. The small units that are created so the political parties can have precinct captains to rally the troops and get out the vote. Nor have we talked about who came up with the idea of 88 counties in the state, or where those county lines were drawn back in 1785 or so, or how we have 608 school districts, including one smaller than a school, like Jefferson Township, where about 400 kids get a superintendent, a treasurer, and an elected school board. Why? How does Jefferson Township have a school district and the city of Moraine, with their high-priced city manager, not? Sooner or later, voters will realize that the politicians that divide and conquer thought that divide and conquer was the best way to get as many empty suits elected to represent us. Why do we have 6 municipal courts in Montgomery County? And Franklin County, which is growing like a weed, has 1. We're paying for all those websites, all those clerk of courts, and all the time wasted when lawyers have to go to search individual courthouses, each individual courthouse to file. Wake up, Ohio. We need to start drawing some new lines on the map, ones that actually make sense for an efficient delivery of services, not just to keep the politicians in jobs. We used to have north of 500 voting precincts in Montgomery County, but with population loss in Ohio, we lost a few seats in Congress, and we had to redraw the precinct maps, reducing the number to around 360. Now, since neither the R's or the D's could fill all their precinct captain seats anyways, this consolidation of power was good for the local friends and family plan, where every elected office supplied a number of precinct captains out of their patronage job system. The problem is, some of these map lines were used to vote areas dry, and now no one can figure out where those boundaries now apply. Part of the reasoning was that we could get away with fewer polling places. Then you need less poll workers and fewer voting machines. It's also easier on election day for the parties to stand outside fewer polling places handing out slate cards, or stupid voter cards as I like to call them. We're about to spend millions in Ohio to buy new voting machines. The real question should be why are we even still voting by machine? Oregon, Washington State, and now Colorado have all switched to vote by mail, where voters can take their time and research their votes in private at their own pace and not have to stand in line or worry about the weather on election day. Yet precinct maps are only a part of the issue. Why does Montgomery County have almost all of its urban population on the east side of the county? And why aren't Fairborn, Beaver Creek, and Springboro part of Montgomery County, leaving the rural parts to be part of a different jurisdiction? How many police chiefs do we need in Montgomery County? And what's the sheriff for? Why can't we have one police force for the whole region? If the police chief of New York City can supervise 35,000 cops, you'd think that one in Dayton, the county, could supervise about 2,000. The reality is we need to redistrict and rethink all the boundaries in the region. I've often said if Kettering was the largest municipality and central to the region, regionalism would go over much better. It's the best run organization in the area, providing good schools, safe neighborhoods, diversity, and amenities for the community. Go look at their BMX track, their skateboard park, ice rink, swimming pool, soccer fields, and then compare them to Dayton. Case closed. Dayton should be begging for Kettering to annex them. Just on the basis of everything that Kettering does right, the green should be in their city. But because of stupid tax districts, due to old lines on the map, guess what? It's in Greene County. You don't hear people talk about making changes to jurisdictions, all thinking my jurisdiction is better than yours, when in fact all of them are costing us competitives on the global stage. If you like this form of haphazard entertainment via the inner tubes, please like and share on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, you need to go subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. If you don't like it, feel free to give it a thumbs down all you want. In fact, please subscribe so you can smash every single video I produce. We'll try to do this every day, in a shortened version around the same time, to tell you all the news that's news to the Dayton Daily News and the local TV stations. For now, signing off and sayonara, this is David Esrati, the most dangerous man in Dayton, reminding you that a little knowledge can get you in a whole heap of trouble.